What's up, you beautiful Redditors? Hope you're having a fantastic Sunday. Welcome to the RNEWS morning show, and let's just jump into it. From r/World News. Most Canadians hope for Trump defeat after insults, attacks. Politics aside, we share a lot of media in common with the US. And it'll be the day when I don't have to hear about this motherfricker on a daily basis again. Bad news, friend. You're still going to have to hear about him daily. Whether it is because of him and his family being prosecuted or him stirring up a civil war or both. We're here to drink maple syrup and spread democracy. And we're all out of syrup. Seriously, gotta head to the grocery store. Or his vagina neck. Or his candy floss hair. Or his 3-inch lifts. Or his pig eyes. Or his microwave peep-shaped body edit. Cool. Silver. Never got one before. Thanks. Glad I could make some of you laugh. Take care, everybody. The insults have very little to do with it. Most Canadians have been hoping for a Trump defeat since he announced his campaign. If he never said a word about Canada, I'd still be wishing for his defeat. I always thought he was a douchebag, long before he ran for POTUS. Now I just want to go back to ignoring him and his family. Frick that, I'm not ignoring any of them till they're all behind bars. It's not the insults or attacks, it's the fascism. The vast majority of citizens in basically all countries allied to the US except Israel hope for Trump defeat. You're watching the RNEWS show. From r/Politics. Donald Trump, colossal butthole, says doctors get extra cash if people die of COVID-19. LA nurse here. I got a $5 Target gift card in the mail. Dreams do come true. The incredible thing here is that while there is absolutely no evidence that doctors 1. Get more money for having a patient who dies of COVID-19 and 2. Are thus gaming the system to line their pockets, it's absolutely what Trump, history's most shameless grifter, would do if he were in their position. He always accuses people of either doing what he's done or doing what he would do given the opportunity. All Republicans do that. It's a key element of their misdirection. Greedy old perverts. Pedos asterisk. Some of them, I assume, are good people. Grandpa's outdated politics. Grumpy old people. Grab on poo $$y. Gremlins on PCP. And what is even more shocking is that almost 40% of voters will actually believe his bullcrap. Oh come on. Colossal butthole is a misnomer. Supergigantic, all-consuming, unsurpassed ass-holiness is much more accurate. Then again, slimy orange vomit pit is also. Frick Trump. You're watching the RNEWS show. From r/Politics. Biden has 4,000 lawyers on standby in Florida for possible election recount. For everyone not reading the one-paragraph article, Biden has also stationed lawyers from the Obama administration throughout the nation as well. Thank you for this, and your name is perfect. Beetlejuicing D himself. The sheer cost of removing Trump from office if he loses is just astounding to me. And that's just the tip of the iceberg of how much this freaking guy has cost our country. Someone needs to just convince Trump to quit, so he can't be fired. Mr. President, they can't fire you if you quit. Quote. Nah, I want #you're fired to trend on Twitter. And crap. Regurgitated Cheetos. At least the Cheetos tasted good going down. That's what Stormy Daniels said. Think of how much better our world would be if we had Al Gore instead of Bush, sigh. As an environmental science major, I've learned that we'd probably have an extra decade of wiggle room with climate change. I guess it depends if there would have been a conservative backlash undoing what Gore did and making things worse than before. But still, it kinda amazes me that Gore, who some would consider a far-left environmental radical, as far as politicians go, would have only bought us 10 years. Big oof. You're watching the RNEWS show. From r/World News. COVID nurse death toll now as high as the number of nurses who died during World War I. A lot of older nurses have been quitting because they're too smart for this to be worth it. And all the younger nurses with a few years are traveling. This leaves you with the pump and dump new grad turning we see everywhere. Nurses need to use this as a time to advocate for their profession, otherwise we will keep being treated as expendable by non-clinical administration. The quality of life difference between the South and West Coast nursing is embarrassing, but that's what you get from anti-union, anti-workers' rights. Maybe OSHA or JCO will save us, lol. Can we say all HEATHCARE workers and not just choose nurses as the sole workers during COVID? CNAs dies, techs die, docs die, laundry workers die. I'm tired, or nurse this and nurse that, while the guy who washes the laundry and makes pennies risks his life as well. There's too much glamour in the world of death. I'm a respiratory therapist, I have all the COVID patients when this crap goes down. I'm definitely not represented anywhere either. You guys are sweet, thanks for the comments, happy RT week. As a healthcare worker, I've grown to dislike the term hero. For me, a hero is just something admin can call you while simultaneously cutting pay and 401k benefits. We are nearing capacity and postponing elective surgeries again, and I'm scared for the future. What will happen when the dedicated no longer can care for the ignorant? You're watching the RNEWS show. From r/politics, let the people pick the president, the case for abolishing the Electoral College. It always amazes me how many Republicans cry about how silenced they are, especially in California, and then turn around and support the Electoral College because, I guess they fully believe that someone in Pennsylvania just knows what the California GOP needs. Way more than they do. They support it because they know it's their only true path to a win. For now, if Texas and Oregon goes blue, especially if it keeps in 2022, you're going to see a lot of conservatives suddenly swaying away from it. It becomes almost impossible for them to win via Electoral College once Texas flips. Don't get hit in the face thinking Texas is going to flip and Trump has no chance. Everyone who saw 2016 or played XCOM is sweating at the probability right now. Whether or not complete annihilation is possible. The National Popular Vote Compact provides us with a solution that will only take a few more states to oust DC's tyranny. They provide a tool to email your state representatives in the states that still need to join. If you live in a state that hasn't joined the compact, please do your part and let your legislatures know about this. Young people don't vote, that's why. Move to popular vote, adopt ranked choice and make voting mandatory like Australia and other countries. You're watching the RNEWS show. From r/politics, Biden campaign says it's unable to trust Facebook after technical issues block fundraising efforts. We find ourselves 5 days out from Election Day, unable to trust that our ads will run properly, or if our opponents are being given an unfair, partisan advantage. I could honestly see Facebook being broken apart and shut down. I'm pretty sure you're looking at one of the other, less dog shit timelines. The one where Al Gore won? And the incompetence that followed for 8 years. Mission accomplished, right? Is Zuckerberg still meeting Trump for dinner every other weekend? Or was that just his 2019 schedule? Who the frick trusts Facebook? Pretty sure they're a legions of dum-dums. I'll bring them gum-gum. And that's where we're going to end today's show. But if you like what you saw, leave a like. And if you want to see more of the RNEWS show, hit that subscribe button. As always, this has been the RNEWS show, and I'll see you tomorrow.